it was tough. Okay, anyway, I'm not the kind of a person that cries easily, but I just want to say that it was tough. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. And just before I go ahead, I just want to take a minute and say my appreciation to all of you who have subscribed onto this channel. I'm so very grateful. Thank you very much. And if you are new here, I just want to encourage you to subscribe just down below and join this family. And let us grow together. Today, I just want to share with you on how I managed to breastfeed twins for 6 months exclusively, just breast milk. First of all, I'm so glad and I feel blessed to be a mother of twins, and I thank God that He chose me to be a mother of twins. But I have to admit that it was tough. It was a tough experience, but yet rewarding. And I'm so grateful that I managed to go through it. First of all, when I received news that I was going to be a mother of twins, I had so many emotions going through my body. And I was so confused. I didn't know whether to be happy or whether to... I didn't know what to feel. Because I was excited, but at the same time, I was so scared. Now, after delivery, that is where my emotions just went out of control. I was horrified. I was horrified. I didn't know what to do because I was looking at myself, looking at these just vulnerable lives, two little babies, all depending on me for survival. And of course, I'm already a mother of one by then. And I knew the whole experience of just nursing one child, how difficult it is. But now, there are two. I was horrified. But anyway, this was now real. And I had to make a decision. For me, if I was to go through this journey up to 6 months, then I had to do something about my emotional state and my mental state. So first of all, it was acceptance. I made a decision to accept these babies and to just enjoy them and tell myself that I was going to manage and I will give them everything that they needed as their mother. Once I had made that decision, accepting that this is the reality and just choosing to enjoy the journey, just depending on God prayerfully every day and speaking into my mind positively that I'm going to get through it, it really helped a lot. It already had served giving me strength that I needed throughout the whole journey. Secondly, I had to monitor what I eat. I had to focus on choosing to eat foods that increased my milk supply so that I can have enough milk to supply their needs. When they are still small, I know that they don't really breastfeed so much, although they need more milk, but they are not so well averse to breastfeeding. They are still also learning and getting used to it. So when they do not breastfeed so much, again, it does not communicate to your body to release more. And so for that reason, I had to find means in which I can accelerate my milk supply. So I used a manual breast pump. This is the kind of breast pump that I used. So I was using this one when they are not feeding. When they are asleep, I keep on pumping. So that pumping, even though nothing much was coming out, because when I gave birth, the first 3 weeks, I did not have breast milk. It wasn't coming out. But I kept on pumping so that it can communicate to my hormones to keep on releasing. So then with time, the supply of milk started increasing. It started increasing. And as I kept on checking what I eat, so I kept on making sure that I drink more or lots and lots of warm water before feeding, and even after. I kept on drinking warm water all through. Even during the day, I made sure that I keep on drinking warm water. And I also kept on doing my best to just balance my diet, eating foods that help supply my milk. Talking about the foods that increase breast milk, that is just a story or a subject of another day. I promise that I'm going to talk about it some other day, but not in this video. Another thing that I did to exclusively breastfeed for 6 months was to make a decision to co-sleep. Because initially I had placed them on their cribs separately. And since they were waking up during different times, it was proving to be very difficult. Because throughout the night, I was moving on and forth to just go and check on them. Because after you feed this one, you put her back, the other one wakes up. So it was just like throughout the night, I was just moving on and forth to their baby cribs. And it was proving to be very difficult. Another thing, I had to learn how to breastfeed them at the same time. When they are still babies, 0 to 3 months or 4, it's so difficult to do that because they cannot sit yet. You can't bend their backs. But once they start learning how to sit, it's so easy. You can put each one of them on their breasts and they feed at the same time. Even when they demand for a feeding at the same time, it's so easy. You even minimize time. If each one was feeding at 30 minutes, instead of taking 1 hour, you just use the same 30 minutes to feed 2 of them at the same time. So that also made the journey easier and very enjoyable. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.